So there I was, trapped and alone, but I had hope that the end was in sight. After all, legend spoke of this devious device as the key to uncovering the serpent I sought. The only question was, how was it to be utilized? As I wrangled with the artifact, I noticed part of it was covered in dirt, which I figured might be hiding something important. Behind the dirt lay a pearlescent stone, similar in diameter to a beam of light radiating from above. Once the stone was exposed to the light, buttons arose from within the device. Upon pressing the final button, more stones were revealed and the beam of light split in three. As the beams faded, energy absorbed by the stones unveiled a dial of some sort. The stones glowed as I rotated the dial clockwise, as if energized in some way. I hoped I could energize the stones if I were to rotate the dial clockwise long enough. Light streamed from the device once the stones were fully energized. I noted the dial now controlled the spread of the beam, whose shape resembled a pair of stones on the panel ahead. Once both stones were lit by the beam, the panel flipped to reveal what appeared to be a base of some sort. Would the full image convey the true purpose of all this ancestral apparatus? With little time for further thought, 3 wooden arms swung into view from above. Meanwhile, several miniature symbols arose that I supposed were related in some way. When tapped, the vibrating symbols provoked movement in what I assumed to be some kind of lock. Although my revolver was out of bullets, I imagined the extended reach of its barrel might still prove useful. I surmised I could open the lock if I were to tap the correct set of miniature symbols swiftly enough to produce a specific chord. Once the symbols resonated in a specific harmony, another dial was revealed. The new dial allowed me to alter the shape of the beam and, I imagined, match the stones on another of the panels. Again, once the stones were lit, the panel upon which they sat was flipped. With two panels' backs now visible, I could see part of a set of scales depicted. But what was being weighed, and what was my role expected to be in this ancient arrangement of metal and stone? I hoped the remaining panels would finally offer the answers I sought. As I studied the room for further clues, serpentine statues ascended from below, setting the stage for another challenge. It wasn't long before my eyes were drawn to coloured crystals in the statues' mouths, which were covered by thick web. With the web cleared, the beam could be cast through the crystal. Although the crystal suitably tinted the beam, it did not naturally align with the stone on the panel. Once the final panels flipped, I could see a person depicted on the scales, presumably representing any soul ensnared by the trap to which I myself had fallen victim. So, I was being judged, my worthiness tested through the series of trials I'd completed. But, for what? As the magnificent creature for which I'd searched for so long finally slid before me, I realised the fate for which I'd just proven my worth. I was dinner. As for how this recording came to be, well, perhaps that's a story for another time.